Yo, Kelvin here. So a student is talking bad about a teacher behind her back, and you were there just to listen, and they agreed, didn't nod, didn't say anything. The principal decided to punish all the students in the group, even though only one student said bad things about the teacher. So that is kind of the whole story of this. I am being unhappy about my daughter being punished for not standing up for her teacher. So this story is kind of debatable because I gotta provide some context, right? So yesterday, my eighth grade daughter English class was being doing a group activity, and my daughter was placed in a group with three other people, two guys and another girl. They were working at a table outside of the classroom. Her teacher suddenly called one of the boys, who my daughter barely knows, who was in her group, into her office to meet privately. And when he came back, he was really angry. The class just handed in a major essay the other day, and the teacher believed that he plagiarized it and told him she'd be giving him a zero and having a conference with his parents. To my knowledge, she didn't have any super specific proof, like it's setting off an AI detector. Her reasoning was that his writing on this essay seemed dramatically different from that of his previous essay. The boy insists that this was not the case and that he wrote it all by himself. He was really angry and went on a big rant about the teacher and the situation when he returned to the group. He said some pretty nasty stuff about her, calling her a fat ass bitch, Gucci bag, retard, and fucking liar. The teacher was watching and listening on in this whole conversation, standing about 10 feet away from the boy. The other girls in the group expressed some agreement with the boy as he ranted, while my daughter and the other boy remained quiet and sit and listen. This was confirmed by the teacher herself. After a few minutes of listening to him rant and complaining, the teacher came out and told him he had to go to the principal office. Near the end of the class, the teacher gave the other three people in the group, including my daughter, forms for after school Friday detention. Even though my daughter said absolutely nothing agreeing with the boy, her teacher says that she should have said something instead of just sitting and listening to him call her names. When I spoke to her principal about it, he also sided with the teacher. He said that he thinks it is unacceptable for a student to just idle by if they hear their classmate using offensive language about a teacher or peer, and that my daughter had a responsibility to stand up for her teacher or report it. It seems really unfair and ridiculous to me that my daughter can be punished for something someone else said and did, and that I don't think I'm fighting this detention. Am I the asshole? So what do you guys think? Well, I think like first, I will reply back to the principal saying that I think it is unacceptable for a teacher to stand there by allowing the daughter to be exposed to such language, right? And the story it says that the teacher actually stand there and heard all the abusive language, and they even say it then until the boy was done. So Caesar stepped in when he said the first word, like, oh, he's a freaking liar or something like that. Caesar stepped in, but she didn't. She waited until the last moment when the boy was done. After he ran out about maybe ranted for 3 minutes, and then she stepped in. That whole 3 or 5 minutes, I bet she was traumatized. She was uncomfortable, and putting her in a classroom used to be feel inspired, feel safe, feel comfortable, right? But in that specific situation, she feels uncomfortable. She feels unsafe, right? She feels very hateful, like toward others, and there was nothing to be done to stop the abuse. The daughter was literally being abused right in front of the teacher, and she just stand there. And I think that does the principal think that's fair? That the teacher didn't even do nothing, and while she was taking the abuse and still getting punished. How does the principal answer that? That's my argument here, because I feel that the daughter should not be punished, right? The daughter did nothing wrong. The daughter didn't even agree with the bully. The daughter didn't really say anything. The daughter was there to learn. The daughter is not there to try to defend the teacher at all times, every single time. That's not her job. Her job as a student is to learn about the educational materials, right? It's not to defend someone. I think that's not right. So that's my thought on it. What you guys think about this whole situation? So I feel like the daughter should not be punished for sitting still and just sitting there, because I feel like she was just traumatized by the whole experience. I feel like the daughter probably when she go home, she never experienced these kind of slurs, racial slurs or offensive language. The parents, I don't think the parents will use that, because good parents, they usually never use these offensive languages, and it was her first time hearing it, and it could have a negative impact in her life because she might learn from it. She might use it in other people. That is not good. And so I think it's teacher's job to have a positive influence in every single student, right? And if the teacher hears that, okay, there's a bad apple, point it out immediately instead of just sitting there waiting for the student to be done talking about all kind of crap about her, and then punish the whole group because nobody stand up for her. That is not her job. The teacher is getting paid to teach and to foster a safe environment. The daughter is there to learn, to 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 make friends, right? To learn to make friends and to grow in a safe environment. But that at that moment, nothing was true. It was hateful. It was uncomfortable, and teacher did not even do her job right. So I feel that the teacher should be punished for that too, instead of punishing the daughter, right? So that's kind of like my take on it. Leave in the comment section below what you guys think of this situation, right? I just think it's totally unfair. But leave in the comment section below that the principal might have overstepped it and didn't have a really good judgment. Even though principals had a lot of education, right? And went through a lot of education, maybe had a big PhD, but he didn't really get a PhD in common sense. That's what I think. But yeah, my name is Calvin. If you want more of these stories, be sure to give this video a big thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. My name is Calvin, and I'll see you guys next one.